I'm finding that the lows are getting more regular. After my last post, I stabilised. I don't know why I use that word, it's very clinical, but it's true. Like, I felt somewhat chill a few days after my last post about us not doing too well. And then I go out for a walk yesterday and I get triggered, and then it just starts all over again, and my rumination starts. I lose control of my thoughts and I just feel like crap. And it's not fun, it's draining that it just happens over and over again. And I know this isn't going to help us. Like, I know ruminating isn't good for us. I know being stuck in this thought process isn't good for us. It isn't good for the dissociation. It isn't good for anything. It's just weird because I feel like I'm at a point in my life where I'm at a healthy weight. I don't have panic attacks. I think I've touched on this before. Like, I actually have something to lose after living a life where you have nothing to lose. Like, I had nothing. Like, most of my life I just spent in this room feeling like crap, but now I'm at a point where I'm doing somewhat okay, and I'm scared to go back to how I was a few years ago, or even to who I was before the dissociation. Like, I hated my life. I just wasn't good at this life, and I'm still not, to be honest. But it's like I'm not enjoying my life now as I am, and God knows what I'd be like if I went back to being a worse version of myself. I don't think I could cope. Like, I can barely cope now, which is why I have to sit and talk to my camera, because it helps chill us out. I find talking it out by myself a lot easier. It feels a lot more therapeutic. I'm sick of like therapy and all that. Like, all I really done was just talk it out, but nothing that ever really taught us to do helped very much. Which is why I feel very stuck a lot of the time, because it's just me. I have to deal with it. And also, I'm finding that I'm thinking about meds as well, like the mirtazapine. I have noticed like one thing. I think I'm a lot more inclined to like rage and like anger on this med, which is actually quite common. Quite a few people say it made them a bit more irritable. And when I first started, I definitely had patches where I was like really angry and had to sit through it, and maybe like that's fueling the rumination a bit, I don't know. But the thing is, like, I've been on it for 3 years, and the rumination wasn't always like this, so it's probably just because the mirtazapine's got us to a point where the mirtazapine, among many other things, has got us to a point where I've got all these things that I'm scared to lose, so I'm like over analysing things, I'm over cautious. Like, obviously there's a PTSD as well, which makes us paranoid. That's a daily thing. Like, I get very paranoid, and like I'm always watching me back. I live in a pretty shady town. It's like probably one of the worst crime rates in like the northeast of England, or the whole of England probably. There's been quite a few occasions and like where there's been shady things, like almost had knives pulled out on us after like these lads threw a brick through a dude's window and it narrowly missed his kid, and they were running past me and the guy was shouting get them. I thought it was drug related, so I just like left it, but they were reaching in the pocket for knives and stuff. I presume knives. Had knives pulled out on us when I was a kid, followed by addicts who probably wanted to rob us. I had to turn around and like stare them down, and they turned away when they realised they probably weren't going to rob us. I wasn't an easy target. I'm always like on edge. I'm always like, I wouldn't say scared, it just I don't want anyone to get the drop on us because of the paranoia, and like obviously I don't want to get myself hurt and lose everything, you know. I feel like that was a bit of a ramble, but it makes sense in my head, you know. So there's just a lot going on in my head, and like, I don't know, just it's annoying, it's draining, like I get sick of everything. It's just been years and years of this, like decades now. And I just don't know what to do a lot of the time. Like, only I can help myself. Only I can deal with this, and I am mostly dealing with that. I'm just gonna like get on with things, but I just always feel like it's a dead end, you know. So what do I do? I don't know. What I do know though is I need to go and get a haircut today. I need to shave. I need a shower. It's the little things, you know. But I just always feel like everything's shit, because it is pretty much for me. I'm okay though. Just an update. Like, I know when I post things, people maybe worry I want to reach out and that, but it's just I'm posting it just because I want to get it off my chest, and I don't want to leave it on. I don't want to leave you hanging from the last video too much. Like, I'm okay. I'm dealing with it. It's just the way my life is, and I've just got to suck it up and power on. Yeah, I've got nothing else. Like, my hand's starting to shake as well from holding this phone. I couldn't be bothered to power up my big camera and do all that. I did render it last night, but I wasn't happy with the video, so you got this one. If I decide that I like it anyway. I hope you're doing Christian. I'll catch you later on.